All right, so I've watched as one analyst after another has tried to pick a top in this rally out of the December low. Very few people were able to ride this trend. Now, of course, everybody believes and they want to keep pushing this. And maybe there is a little bit more upside here to completely test these all-time highs. Hard to say, but I do know that after a 3-month rally, especially one as powerful as this, 20%, you're running out of potential in this trade. You know, if you missed this, then you missed it. It doesn't make sense to come in at the very end and try and catch the last few pennies of the rally. You know, like I said, even if we are destined to completely test this top or even make a marginally higher high, it's probably not worth the risk. You've already missed 3 months of the rally. Sorry about you've already missed 3 months of one of the best rallies in history. Um, it doesn't make any sense to come in after 3 months and keep pressing alongside. You missed the opportunity. The good thing about this business is that there is always another opportunity. So you don't have to take a risky trade hoping that this is going to keep grinding higher and maybe test these all-time highs. You know, what do you've got? You've only got about 2% potential left. The correct strategy is to look for the next opportunity. And in this business, there is always another opportunity. And I alluded to this in a very quick little post from a couple days ago that I think the next really big opportunity is going to be in the metals sector. So let me switch over to gold. All right, so something very unusual is happening in the gold market. Yeah, we are forming what I think is a cup, and we're in the handle portion of this pattern right now. Once this is complete and we break out to the upside, I think the metals have tremendous potential this year. So for those that have been able to catch both of these markets, and we did, we caught a very profitable move in oil. Once that trade became mature, we got on the sidelines, we booked our profits. Now we're just waiting for the next opportunity to materialize. We're not pushing that trade any longer. As I said, it just doesn't make sense. The trade is already moving into its 4th month. You know, sure, there might be a few percentage points left, but it's just not worth trying to catch it. You might get caught at the top. You need to look for the next opportunity. And I think this is where it's going to be at. As I said, this is a very powerful bottoming pattern. We saw something similar, although not as big, at the bear market bottom in 2015, a rounded bottom in gold, and you know what that produced. That produced the baby bull rally. Let me widen the chart out here a bit. All right, so you can see we got this same rounded bottoming pattern here at the bottom of the bear market. That is forming again, although much bigger. Bigger pattern, probably a bigger move. I think 2019 is going to be a very good year for the metals. I think we're finally going to break out of this basing pattern that we've been in ever since the baby bull topped. We've just been stuck in this frustrating sideways, choppy, back and forth market. But this intermediate cycle, not only did it take much longer to move down, which of course got everyone bearish on the metals, calling for sub 1,000 again, but that is not what is in play. This is exactly what we wanted to see to set the stage to finally break out of this sideways consolidation basing pattern that we've been in. A pattern like this, a very powerful rounded bottom, now we're forming the handle, is exactly the kind of bottoming pattern that can produce a breakout from this 3-year base. And the 3-year basing pattern like this should produce a very big move. So instead of trying to catch the last few points in the S&P or oil, you need to find another opportunity. If you missed that opportunity, just accept that you missed it. Move on to the next trade. Look for something else where the potential is building, because we're running out of potential in those two markets, oil and stocks. And look for the sector where the potential is building. And I'm pretty sure that the potential is building here in the metals. And I think 2019 is going to be a very, very good year for metals investors. I'll have more on this in tonight's premium report.